Welcome back to the Mystical Phoenix. This is me, Paula Tomei. I decided to start this channel because over a year ago I wanted to share the experience that I'm having with my awakening, with my experience and the spiritual journey that I'm embracing now and I am accepting. So, you know, we are going through different changes and different moments. And now, as a humanity, we are in a moment that we need to isolate ourselves. We need to be in quarantine, be home, and sometimes we don't know what to do or what to do with our time, or we get desperate because we cannot go out or be in our regular routines. And we all go through the same, and this is a great opportunity to for me to share my experience because I was in that situation. Well, no, with right now as a whole humanity, but I used to have my business and then everything went down and I had to close it and declare myself bankrupt and move on. And when everything came down on me, I was at a stage of I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. The only thing I knew is that I didn't want to get back to the old ways. I didn't want to get back to the business. I was also in the financial industry and I didn't want that either. So I knew what I didn't want, but I also knew that I didn't know where I was going. So I was forced to be home very much after, when you own a business, you need to network, being out there, being active in the community all the time. And after that, I was in a year of isolation, very much. And now we, as a society, are being forced to be isolated. And I thought, well, it's interesting. I would like to share. And maybe for those of you that this resonates, feel free to share and to comment because it's these moments when we come to a realization of what is important to us. And at that moment, we all look for success. And the very definition of the dictionary is like the when we attain our goals, when we become wealthy or we do something that we achieve. But then in my case, like having a business, being successful in a career or financial, and then you're thriving, you're looking forward to become successful and everything. But when everything comes down, then that means that I was not successful. And I thought, I don't want my success depend on my wealthiness or in my titles or in my on the things on my possessions, because the moment that I don't have it, then I am unsuccessful. So I create my own definition of what is success, and I'm gonna show it to you. It's on my board. It says, probably you won't be able to read because it's backwards. I will read it to you. It says, success. My success was measured by my grade of contentment and acceptance of my own self. So during that time that I was home, I was getting to know myself, getting to know my fears, my desires, without no judgment, without no trying to please society, my husband, my family, my kids. I was a moment that, because I was totally disconnected from everybody, it was the perfect moment to see what of my beliefs still were in sync with me. And I start to dig deep into my own self, to be happy with who I am and to get back to the true desires. And since young age, I always felt attracted to astrology, to tarot, to all the mysticism. But because, of course, I grew up as a Catholic, then Christian, then everything is part of the evil. And now I come to realization that we call evil what we don't know. And I start to learn to experience it by my own. And I found out that yes, this is exactly what I want. And I always have this like feeling when things happening, and I would get it as a means of thoughts. So it's like right now you will call it like channel information, and I will know things without knowing why I know. But like we always say, oh no, it's not, and we doubt ourselves, and I start to recognize that, to understand myself and why I was attracted to why even that in my head, oh well, cards or astrology or this is evil, or I thought, but why I'm not an evil person. Well, and then it's like I just think that we have these labels on things and we really don't know. So I start to do my own research. And as a good Scorpion, because I'm a Scorpion, I always felt attracted to the dark side of things and everything that is obscure and the rebirth. And that's the reason my channel is also called the mystical phoenix, because it's a true transformation. Sometimes we have to become like this bird, like we need to die in order to rebirth, to become again alive. And this is a good time for us to know ourselves, to know exactly if when this pandemic is finished, how we want to get back out there, in what way we would like others to see us, what we are, how we're going to contribute to society, because all these fears that we're having to connect physically with each other is going to be lingering for a while, right? So I think the more that you know of yourself, the more happy and contentment you find within yourself, the better you're going to understand others. And I know, because that's been my experience. I stopped judging people for what they believe or they disbelieve, and I start to see them for who they truly are, and accept them as just as they are. Like, doesn't mean that if people is if you don't have that vibe, right, you have to be with them 24/7, but just let it be, and let the things unfold and the relationships to grow, right, without forcing them and without trying hard or trying to be the best person because that's the right, or trying to be the best executive or the best mom. No, we don't we are human beings, just to be who we are, not to human tries all the time, trying, and it's not an ending race. So yeah, that's the reason I decided to share this story with me. And I know I could go on forever, but I don't want to bore you with it. But I just want you to start to see if my definition of success have some of, if resonates with you. And if it does, I would like you to make your comments. I would like you to give me a thumbs up. I'm new on this, so bear with me until I get more tech on this. And also subscribe to my channel so I can keep sharing, channeling information through the oracles. I love oracles, and I like to read them, and I do enjoy it. I know we are able to use either oracles or runes or any type of tools, let's call it tools or device, in order to channel information, but also we don't need them either. But it's a personal choice. You can decide where, many people think that a person who read the tarot, they are not true psychics because they read the cards. But I kind of disagree with it, because I think you base those channels in the creativity, and I do enjoy it. And when I do share some of those readings with people, they enjoy it, and it's pretty much they feel in sync with anything that I give to them, right? So anyway, start meditating in getting to know yourself better in this time of isolation, because yeah, you can be away from your husband, from your kids, from your parents, from your friends, from your colleagues, but you cannot be away from yourself. And the more that you know yourself, the more acceptance that you have for yourself, the happier you will be, the successful you will be, because you won't be looking outside of you. Right now, your title, your possessions are doing anything right. So anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me. Please share, give me a thumbs up if you like this information, and if you want more, you want to know more, please let me know in your comments, and subscribe to my channel, and I will try to keep posting and posting, but of course I need your support. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.